The defence chiefs are worried, extremely worried. Not only is our armed forces underfunded, underprepared, undertrained, full of women, full of people who can't read and write, full of disabled, full of homosexuals, full of queers. Regardless of all that, they're still worried because they know if they ever go to war with a country where we have a significant portion of their descendants living here, let's look at Pakistan, India, Nigeria, the Middle East, any Muslim country. Defence chiefs are really worried because how are we going to fight that war when we'll be fighting a civil war at the same time? We've seen the Palestine marches. We've seen how the Middle Eastern wars, foolish wars we never should have been involved in, but you've seen how that has radicalised a whole generation of people who were born here. And these defence chiefs are worried sick because they know they're in big trouble fighting a foreign war anyway. But fighting a foreign war with a fifth element in your own ranks and in the home country is almost impossible. And they're trying to say to people, these future wars are going to be difficult. We need to come together as a nation. Come together as a nation. We're not a nation, no, are we? We're 72 little tribes living on an island. And each one of those tribes has different priorities. And each one of those tribes will not want us to fight certain wars. And if we do, there'll be unrest in the UK. And we brought this upon ourselves. And the armed forces are not at the peak they should be because of themselves. Because of all the DEI crap they're falling into. And far too many women in the armed forces. And we've had to lower standards for them to join. Same with ethnic minorities and foreigners. We want more of them joining. So we lower standards, we lower fitness. Of course we do. We'll take anybody. You're a non-binary, gay, disabled lesbian with Maori face tattoos. You're hired. Because that's what our armed forces do now. The Royal Air Force got into trouble a couple of years ago for refusing to recruit white men as pilots. And they had an email trail saying we're not going to hire any more white men because we got too many. That was the Royal Air Force. And it happens everywhere. People keep saying we need the army on the streets to solve our problems. Really? The army is just as bad as the police. All our public services, all these agencies and organisations have all been captured, have all been destroyed by the woke mind drivers over many decades. So our army isn't what we think they are. They're not fit for purpose. We're not fit to fight a war. So many of our armed forces now are overweight, unfit. There was an article over there about how many of our soldiers are obese. Obese! The Russians and the Chinese must be quaking in their boots. We're going to be attacked by fat, non-binary woke fools. Oh, that's okay then. Yeah. No one's scared of us anymore now. But when war comes, and war will always come because we're a violent creature, then we'll realise how much trouble we're in. But these guys already know we're in trouble. Otherwise, they wouldn't be speaking about it. This is a warning. This is the first warning from the armed forces that they're worried. Please subscribe. See you next time.